Portions of the following program may have been pre-recorded.
The following program's views, claims, or ideas may not reflect those of WSRR Radio or StylesRebelRadio.com.
And now, we take you behind enemy lines with Lucas DeRazio and Dom Ferro on WSRR Radio.
All Browns fans will go to heaven where football season's never ending. The leaves have changed, smell it in the air. Where every morning is a Sunday morning, the grill is firing and the drinks are pouring. All Browns fans will go to heaven and our motel can go to hell.
Happy Friday morning and welcome to WSRR Radio, nationally local, meaning we play your local bands on a national stage, coast to coast. This is your Cleveland sports talk show from Pittsburgh behind enemy lines. I'm Luke Storazio, joined as always by Dom Ferro. We're recording on 12/17/2025. It's Wednesday.
Almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas, getting into the Christmas spirit. We're recording exactly at 4:20 p.m. Dom's fired up about that. Dom, how are you getting into the Christmas spirit? You doing any festive activities?
I mean, got the Christmas tree up, went shopping the other day.
Let's go.
I enjoy giving gifts a lot more, like the older I get.
Yeah.
So, that's been nice. I've been singing Christmas songs out
There
loud.
you
I
go.
haven't listened to any. Not one has been played, but there's been a lot that have been sang in my head and out loud when I'm doing dishes or whatever. So a little bit getting in the spirit.
I've been getting on my Christmas music grind a little bit. I found like a classic Christmas station, like a playlist on Spotify,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's what you need.
like Saturday night I went out to. It was snowing real hard Saturday here in Pittsburgh.
Big
I
time.
went to a bar with some friends, had like 2 or 3 Guinness, and then I went home in the snow. It was like
Sounds
tons
lovely.
of snow. It was really nice. I went home and got back to my house at like 11 o'clock. I sat out on my back porch. It's covered. You've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the snowfall in a rocking chair and listened to like 60s Christmas music
Yeah.
with a little hot snack.
Yeah.
And listen to like "It's a Marshmallow World in the Winter." It was
That's a pretty good
spectacular. It was
There's some
fire.
good ones.
It was a great time. I highly recommend it.
been singing This Christmas. That one's pretty good. This Christmas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's good. And then
fireside blazing bright.
and then the one I was singing today was White Christmas.
White Christmas is a
I'm
classic.
dreaming.
I was singing that when I was walking my dog the first day that it snowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That always gets me. in the
Or
spirit.
was it that one? No, it wasn't that one. It was "Walking in a Winter Wonderland."
Yeah.
There's some good.
That one's
There's
not
some.
great though.
You don't love that one?
No, but I do sing it sometimes.
In the lane,
Yeah,
snow
yeah.
is glistening.
It's not bad. It's not the worst.
No, I like it. There's some Christmas songs that like you think of and you're just like, yeah, whatever. But then like once you hear it, you're like, you know what? This is a bop.
That's true. Yeah, once it's on, it does change. You
Yeah.
can think about it, it's a little corny, but then when it's on, nobody's laughing.
I found this
Everyone's
one.
singing.
Yeah, exactly. No one's flaming you at all. I found this one caroling song, and I was feeling it so much that I had to add it to my liked songs on Spotify. It's called "Here We Come a Caroling" / "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" by Perry Como,
Okay.
and it's like the classic caroling song.
Yeah.
And it's got this whole like intro at the start where it's like, "We are your neighbors. We are not," basically saying like we're not beggars coming to your door. We're your neighbors, and we wanted to say, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." And I was fired up. I was like, "Oh hell yeah, this is sweet." And then I was like, I think maybe I should get a troupe of carolers together. Like, I think that would kind of be a vibe.
kind of nice. Back when I was in middle school, I was in the band. I played trumpet, and I was in Christmas brass. So
Oh
we'd
my
go
God.
around and we'd play Christmas tunes, like random places. We'd
Outside
do it at
people's
like
houses.
I think one time we did do that. I only did it 2 years, but one time we did it at like a light up night, like a Christmas tree in the township or whatever.
Oh, you were feeling yourself that night, weren't you? How
Yeah.
old were you?
I mean, 7th and 8th grade, so like 12, 13.
Oh, you were
stuff
feeling
like that.
yourself.
Yeah, it helped. But the thing that didn't help was the fact that I wasn't good at playing the trumpet.
Oh, okay.
And so I'd get delegated to like second chair, which basically
Oh.
meant like all the trumpets are playing like like ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
Like they're playing like what it sounds like, and me, what I'm playing, it's like this doesn't like when I'm practicing, this doesn't sound like a Christmas song.
Yeah.
I'm playing the undertones.
Okay,
to
I was gonna
highlight
say you're like the baritone
it's like,
underneath.
bump, bump. I'm like,
But
this
you
isn't fun.
tied it all together though. Someone's got to do it.
Someone has to.
It's
I
not a
didn't be the
glorious.
one though.
It's like playing guard on a Super Bowl winning team. It's not glorious, but someone's got to do it, man.
Yeah, but
Someone's got to clog up an A gap as a D tackle.
Yeah, but I wasn't about that.
No.
No, I wanted to be the solo. I wanted to have a solo for White Christmas.
Do you think there's like, just thinking about if carolers came to your door or a Christmas brass?
What time
What? Huh?
are they coming? What time are
Like
they
if they
showing up?
came at night,
Yeah, but like,
like-
is it 6 p.m. or 9 p.m.?
6 p.m.
That sounds
sure.
that's fine.
7:30, whatever. I was just
9,
gonna
I'm
say,
like, scram.
how weird would it feel though? Like I feel like that would give, if someone came to your door, that would give like the same vibe as like when you're getting sung happy birthday. Like what do? You're just standing in the doorway and you're like,
Smiling.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like a 2-minute long song and you're just like
Yeah.
smiling, nodding your head,
Yeah, no, that
hopefully
is
drinking
tough.
some hot cocoa. That's the other thing too. Like if you could prep for it and be like, oh, I know they're coming in 15 minutes. Make some hot cocoa, get a blanket on,
Yeah.
put a chair out maybe
That's the biggest
with
thing.
your family. Maybe even get the words down so that like print those out so you could sing along with them.
That's like from a painting from like the 1920s. I feel
That would
like.
be
You
beautiful.
just don't see that anymore.
If I got an oil painting of someone getting sung to on their front porch,
There's probably a lot of paintings like that.
oh man, I might have to find something like that.
Just put it up for the season.
That would be spectacular
Bring it out every
decor.
Christmas.
That would be great decor.
Could be nice.
What do you think? What do you think the steps are to getting together a caroling troupe? You probably
Probably
couldn't
go to
do
the
that
church. I
in
don't
the
know.
in the ripe year of 2025. You probably couldn't do that. I feel like you knock on someone's door, they'd be like, "Nah, I don't want anything.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
want to buy anything."
Definitely not. Yeah, people are not answering their doors nowadays.
That's sad. Isn't
It is a little bit.
I answer my doors.
I answer mine. as
Someone
well.
knocked on my doors from PBS the other day. I threw him some money.
Really?
Threw
That's
him,
nice.
Threw him a
Of you.
little bit of cash.
They need it.
I
Fund
gave him my
PBS.
credit card,
They're gonna start loading that thing up.
and I don't think they charged anything. Now that I think about it, they were like, "Yeah, we'll send you an email with your receipt." Well, they were trying to get me on like a monthly plan.
Okay.
They were like, sign up. Like, can you give us $20 a month or 25, whatever
Yeah.
it was? And I was like, "Hey, buddy, I'm broke. So, just can I give you
Just
a
a
one
one-time.
time? Can I just do a one-time payment? Like, I just need to do. Like, I do want to give you something. Like, I watched Sesame Street growing up.
Yeah.
Dragon
You need
Tales, stuff like that. But Caillou.
Fund
But I was like,
PBS, fund NPR.
Yeah, like it's good. It's good to support, just like what we're doing here at WSR Radio.
That's
like you got to
right.
support local media. So I wanted to support, but I was like, I don't really have the money to set up like a monthly payment at this exact time. But
Mhm.
like, can you send me an email and I'll like get on that? And they're like, yeah, we'll do that. We'll send you your receipt and like an email where you can sign up for that. Never got anything.
I wonder. Maybe they're just backlogged. Maybe they have a lot of people they need to send it out
Maybe
to.
it was a cold night and these guys were walking out in the
Working
cold.
hard.
I was like, oh man.
I don't like my company had like a donation match thing. I was like, what charity should I donate to? And it's going back and forth a lot. And I ended up donating to a charity that I like, help people. But I was also thinking like,
That's usually what charities do.
yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like I was thinking about donating to Wikipedia, which is technically a charity.
Why to spread you love Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is not misinformation.
You
There's
really
a lot,
like
it's a really
Wikipedia.
good source, and it's nonprofits. It's one of the best like free things there is.
Yeah.
Completely free, no ads, no.
Not
nothing.
if you donate, it's not free.
Well, someone needs to donate to keep it no ads.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll give him like $5. I ended up not doing that, and I gave it to like a charity. Like I said, that
Would
would
you throw
help
it
people
towards?
more. Well,
You don't want to tell us?
I mean that.
Is it something controversial?
No, I mean it's St. Jude, but I'm not here to get pats on the back and stuff
Oh
like
my
that.
god.
But
You're fishing.
gotta help the kids.
You're out here fishing.
Yeah, that's all I want. So, thanks to the company for matching that one. But yeah, donate to charities during this time of year.
You know what else?
We need it.
Speaking of Christmas music and like being nice around this time of year, the one line in Christmas music that I think is crazy is the one where it goes, what song is that? Where the song where it goes, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet.
Mm-hmm.
Two wild parts about that line. One, if I see someone I know, obviously I'm gonna say hello to them.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, how much of an asshole am I gonna have to be to walk by a friend I know.
Oh yeah,
It
a
specifically
friend.
says
Yeah.
friends, you know.
Friend, you know. If it's
It's
just
like,
someone
then you're
you
not a
know,
very good friend if you don't say hi.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, thanks. I didn't need you to tell me to say
Well-
hello to my boys.
Well, maybe it's more like reaching out, send them a Christmas card.
Okay.
Maybe.
And everyone you meet.
That's where you lose me, because there are a lot of freaks out there.
Yeah. Every single person you see, you got to say hello.
It is it's
Also,
not-
but
it-
then again, if you're meeting someone, aren't you already saying hello? Like, that is what constitutes a meeting, is
that's
it not?
True. That's true. Yeah, I guess so. You just be friendly to people you meet.
If you're just
or
walking
you
around the
encounter.
street, it doesn't even say
You don't
be
need- you
friendly. It
haven't
just
met
says
them.
say hello.
You haven't met them.
Yeah, you're not even meeting them. You're just walking by them. And if I'm meeting someone, I'm saying hello. That constitutes a meeting.
It does get harder to care about strangers, though. Like you said, like people don't open
All
their
right, let's
doors.
see where we're going for this.
People don't open their doors anymore, right?
No.
So they obviously don't care about strangers or their neighbors. But the other thing is, like,
Not
if I,
me. I do. I open the door for PBS. Go on.
yeah, I do that. But like, I was thinking the other day, if I'm driving on the road and it's late at night and I see somebody on the side of the highway, like, waving their arms for help, do I subject myself to possibly getting robbed or jumped or kidnapped or any of those things? Or do I just keep
Yeah.
driving by? Like, I want to care for
It is a really. That is a
strangers
tough line
and
to
neighbors,
tell.
but I also don't want to put myself in position.
Well, if it's
where-
this time of the year, you have to, right?
I don't know. That's the tough thing. That's where
That's the
it's
thing.
tough.
It's like, yeah.
And then I go back and forth. Sometimes like, nothing matters except, the people, the circle you have, but then at the same time, like, you still gotta.
Widening your circle, though, is a big part.
That's
No, I
true.
think about that a lot. Sometimes I'm like, if there's someone on the side of the road, it's like, man, I wish I could help that person, but I'm on my way to something or
Yeah.
whatever. And then there's also a thing where it's like, you don't know them, like, you can get shot, you can
Yeah.
get robbed.
Yeah, because it does get depressing after a certain point if you worry about other people too much. Because there are a lot of people, especially like living in a city, Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
or Cleveland listeners, you see a lot of people down on their luck, and
Well,
I
was
wish I
watching,
could help people, but I don't have.
I was watching The
much
Sopranos,
myself.
and like at one point, like Meadows at college at Columbia, and
Uh-huh.
she takes her friend out into the city who's from like Arkansas or something.
Yeah,
And she's like all torn up about the city. And first she goes on this long monologue about how some guy was eating chicken on the subway or something, and she was like, and everyone just watched as he licked the bones clean. And I was like, you're just eating a meal. Like, what's your issue with that? And then they take her out, and she like tries to give money to a homeless lady, and her pants fall down. Not the homeless lady's pants fall down, and she's like scarred
Yeah.
for life. And like, not that I'm a city boy or anything. And obviously, like, I would feel for that person, but also I might not think about it the next day.
yeah.
It is an interesting.
I mean, being in a city, you just cross so many people that eventually, they can become nameless gray faces. There's
Oh, yeah.
so many people that you come across,
Oh yeah,
but it is a.
but not at this time of the year.
this time of year, it
you
is
gotta-
happy.
Do you go to the grocery store? Have you ever gone to the grocery store and been like, yeah, I'll pick up the tab on the person behind me?
I've thought about it before. I haven't done it. Like if I've thought about it before, like someone like really struggling to get their card work, or like they're trying to use, like food stamps or something like that, and it's just not working for them. Like I've seen that happen before. It's like
Really?
for some reason it's just
I've
not
not.
scanning. It's just not working. I'm like, at some point I just want to be like,
But
I'll
then you're
give
not
you-
even doing it for the kindness out of your heart. You just want to hurry up your day.
No, but I also like, it's like a secondhand, not embarrassment, but like it
Yeah.
probably is embarrassing for someone like
Yeah, I'm sure.
even if their card isn't working, like that's still embarrassing. Like I've been in that situation.
I'm going to the grocery store after this because I'm going to make a babka
Yeah.
for a Christmas party.
What's
I'm
that?
going to.
Like cake.
It's like a bread with like a filling mixed in, kind of, usually chocolate or cinnamon. It's from a Seinfeld thing. We're having a Seinfeld party.
Oh,
It's from
yeah.
a Seinfeld episode. Going to a Seinfeld party that my high school science teacher is hosting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it'll be a good time.
Walter White.
So I'm gonna make a babka.
That'd be
And
nice.
so I have to go to the grocery store after this and pick up some stuff. So maybe I'll pick up the person behind me's
Yeah.
tab.
Yeah. The other day I was at Walmart and
And I'm just saying that on the air so everyone thinks I'm a great guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if someone has a bunch of stuff, I'm like, well,
Yeah,
this guy's.
it's got to be someone who's just getting a candy bar.
Yeah, just a couple items. But there was a time this past summer where there like these kids, and they like dropped like their mom or something gave them like $10 to give them each like slushies or something. And they must like dropped it on the way over to the gas station, and these kids are like crying. I'm like, guys, I'll just buy it for you. So I did do that.
Oh,
And that was in the summer, not the Christmas. So listen, guys,
dude, you're so performative.
you guys
for saying
have
that
to
on air.
Yeah, you guys have to think I'm a good person now.
Yeah,
So
Dom donates to charity, gives $10 for slushies,
Bought 2
hosts
slushies.
behind enemy lines. What more could you ask for? We'll be right back on WSRR Radio. Stick around for more Behind Enemy Lines.
Hi, this is Melissa,
And hey, it's Matt.
coming at you from Synergy Music Studio.
We are a recording and production studio located on the south side near Chicago.
Check us out online at synergymusicstudio.com. We offer recording, mixing, and mastering.
And follow us on Instagram at Synergy Music Studio. Rock hard.
If LimeWire taught us anything, your digital music is free and open to piracy, and even manipulation when it comes to digital distribution. So why settle for a bunch of ones and zeros floating around on the internet? Make your release something special with Hellbender Vinyl. Hellbender is one of America's most trusted custom vinyl record pressing plants and works with local artists to get their next release pressed exactly to their liking. So check out Pittsburgh's first and only custom vinyl pressing plant today by visiting hellbendervinyl.com to get started. And don't forget, all customers at Hellbender Vinyl get 5 free test presses at no additional charge. Hellbent on quality, hellbent on service, hellbendervinyl.com.
Welcome back to Behind Enemy Lines here on WSRR Radio, brought to you by our proud partners at YourBuddiesGarage.com. Your Buddies Garage sells a selection of salvage, used, and scrapped auto parts and accessories, perfect for a quick fix or a first stop before you shop. Before you pay a pro, see what your buddies got at YourBuddiesGarage.com. Dom, the NFL quickly coming to the playoffs here as we are halfway through the month of December. Only a few more regular season games for everyone. The Browns season is over. The Pittsburgh Steelers season just getting started
Back
right
alive.
after a big Monday night win over the Dolphins, winning 28-15, beating one of the team that was one of the worst teams in the league. They went on a little run there, a meaningless run because they're not going to get into the playoffs.
They're cooked.
Tua's
bench for the rest of the year.
Really? Who
Yeah.
are they even playing?
Quinn Ewers is going to start.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
Zach Wilson even got benched further.
Wow.
So, I mean, I think if Quinn Ewers were to get hurt, I think they would go to Zach Wilson at this
Why
point.
not?
I think Tua's done for the year, and he might be done as a Dolphin,
Yeah.
which is crazy because they did just give him a huge deal. I believe this past offseason. It was like a 4-year, $100+ million deal.
They really ruined their draft stock too with this, like because
Yeah.
now
in the
they're
middle
not
of
going to
hunt.
have a top 10 pick.
Yeah,
even.
they'll still be able to get someone good for sure because it will be, I think, earlier. They might just be in tank mode now, because if they finish with 6 wins, I think you'll still be looking at around 10.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I don't know. I'd have to look at how the draft is going to play out this past week. On Sunday, December 14th, we have a little fantasy thing in our fantasy league where you pick all the weekly winners, and I got the entire Monday or morning window correct.
You're hot.
I was feeling myself a little bit, so
Couldn't miss.
maybe I should have put that into a little parlay, but
Get
we're off
back
the
on the
betting
book.
train. We're off the books. This we're not hitting the bricks this year or this in the past couple weeks for sure. Joe Burrow and the Bengals getting shut out by the Ravens. Their season's over. I mean, they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Joe Burrow now hitting the sad boy play. What do you think of that? He's not having fun playing football apparently. Meanwhile he's getting paid $250 million over 5 years. I kind of feel for him because, like, I think he's a guy who loves playing football, and I think that it does matter to him to be in the ranks of some of the best of all time. He's now missed three different seasons. He's missed significant time, and you can only control so much of that.
Yeah.
But where do you stand on the Joe Burrow pity train?
I mean, I definitely don't feel bad for him at all, but I do think it kind of makes sense for him if he wants to get out of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to play for this franchise, which from things we've heard from tons of players over the last few years, like it's one of the worst organizations in football as far as how they treat their players, how they treat their alumni. So
Ohio NFL teams, man.
They just don't care. Just doesn't mean as much. They care more about the high school
I
and
guess
college
so.
game.
I guess so.
But if Joe Burrow wants to get out, I think it makes the most sense. I think he knows that this team isn't built to go far in the playoffs again. You have Jamar Chase, you have T. Higgins, but outside of that, are the pieces really in place? The defense isn't nearly what it was when they made that deep run or made it to the Super Bowl like 4 or 5 years ago at this point.
Yeah, 2021.
The guy, he's made the playoffs twice in his career. He's missed it the last 3 years, I believe. It's a problem because he is one of the more talented quarterbacks in the NFL. He should be considered one of the best in the game at this moment, but because he's not getting it done, because his team doesn't protect him, he's not going to be in that conversation. He wants to be a Hall of Fame guy. Like you said, the legacy means a lot. So I understand why he's upset, but I don't feel bad for him. But I hope he gets what he wants.
It is tough to feel bad for him. There's so many times where I have to hold myself back from it just because of the sheer amount of money that all these guys are getting.
Yeah.
And like, an injury obviously sucks, but like at the same time, they're getting paid millions of dollars to rehab it, and they're destroying their bodies sometimes. But like, again, how far can money really take you at some point? But
yeah,
it is tough to feel bad for him for losing games. When he is getting that kind of paycheck.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, he has to live in Cincinnati, so
that is the rough.
It's not like he's getting paid to live somewhere fun.
The thing is also like, where else would he go right now? That would be a better fit for him.
Ooh, that's a good conversation.
Like, where could he force himself out to that would actually make sense?
Let's think of places that need a quarterback.
Like the Cardinals probably will need one. They're probably done with Kyler Murray.
The Dolphins could use one. What if they trade Tua and some first rounders for Joe Burrow?
And then the Bengals would be mid for the next 5 years. Could be good for
Hawaii
AFC
quarterback
North.
in Cincinnati. He would half the year he's just basically out, not able to play in the cold.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. There's a few. I think it's gonna be tough for Tua to get another chance in the NFL, especially with a cold weather city. Because he's never played good in that. I'd be curious to see what his record is, but whenever he's in those cold weather atmospheres, the Dolphins never win. That was my biggest takeaway before or the last episode, and it came true in the Steelers game. He couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the coldest games in Pittsburgh history, correct? That's what I had heard.
I mean, it was definitely like probably the second or third coldest game I've ever been to. But yeah, I didn't stick around for that one because it was too miserable. But I know the Christmas Eve game 2 years ago was like 1 degree. The year when Franco passed away, like the day before, and then they retired his number. That was a tough one. Also a freezing cold game.
What about the Colts? What if the Colts went all out and just got Joe Burrow?
But what do they have to get him? Because they
first
got
round
rid of
picks.
They did that with Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, that is true.
Give 2 for him.
They could move Jonathan Taylor.
I don't know. I don't think that's enough for the Bengals to move on.
They'd have to give up a lot.
I don't think the Colts have anything.
Yeah, that's true. They could trade him Phillip Rivers if he sticks around. How about that? Phil keeps them in that one at least. They lose to the Seahawks, who are a good team.
Yeah.
Throws a touchdown, but it's
like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I can't believe. I still can't believe
it was cool when
that.
he first walked, like seeing him in warm-ups before the game, but then watching
He's throwing floaters out there.
His arm looked like it hurt every time he threw it.
He looks as bad, if not worse, physically, probably worse than Peyton Manning did when he was with the Broncos, like his last year.
It is close, but yeah, I think so.
And that alone was like that was tough to see.
Hard to watch.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool to see, but yeah, they stuck in it with Seahawks, one of the best teams in the NFC. I think tomorrow, well, it'll be the night
Yesterday
before,
for the
yeah,
people
for
listening
you
to
guys.
this.
But that game's going to be for the lead in the NFC, the lead in the NFC West. It's going to be a huge game with the Rams and the Seahawks in Week 15.
Should be a good one.
Will be
Seahawks are
great.
wearing those rivalry jerseys, the
Oh,
white
yeah.
and neon green
That's
types.
tough.
I like those.
I
like those a lot. I'm a fan of those. The rivalry jerseys. I feel we talk a lot about jerseys on this show.
Big jersey.
We didn't
guys.
really get to talk about the rivalry jerseys at all. The Rams kind of dropped the ball on theirs. They just went with a black uniform.
Oh yeah,
Pretty lame.
yeah. It
Jets,
wasn't really
too.
noteworthy.
Jets just went with like a black. They're like Gotham City football. I think that was so stupid.
Pretty
I'm not
lame.
gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
The Dolphins went with black too, which I think is really lame. Thought they could have done something a lot cooler. I don't know. There were some really good ones. 49ers also just went black uniform. I feel like that's like the default when you don't really have any great ideas. Just like, let's just give them a black uniform.
yeah, that is like the most basic thing they can do, and I'd like to see more creativity with jerseys.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can stretch it too far where it gets corny, but I mean, I'd like them to just not be afraid, just go for it, do something cool. Steelers color rush on Monday.
Yeah.
What'd you think about
you
that?
were in on those?
They always look good. Steelers always play good in them.
Yeah.
That was
That
like,
always helps. That
was
makes
like
them look
the
better.
first game in years where I felt comfortable the whole game watching it. Like usually
Yeah.
it's my heart's racing or I'm pissed. But this game is just like, this is beautiful. Like they're executing, they're doing what they're supposed to, and it was really good. It
Was
made
Rodgers still rocking the cast?
me yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw the
and
I
he's
saw the
looking
nice
real good too.
the nice throw and run by DK from him to DK. Minka Fitzpatrick got tossed a little bit on that one too. How'd that feel? Is that bittersweet? Because you were Minka fans, right? I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Still love him, but doesn't hurt. I mean, playing
you like
against that
Jalen
guy
Ramsey
now.
more.
Yeah, I do like Jalen Ramsey a lot.
That's your
He's
man.
one of my favorite Steelers. He's only played for this one season, but he's like already up there for like favorite Steelers.
For all time?
Well, I mean, the Steelers are so deep that I could probably name like 20 guys before him, but for only playing one season,
He's made an impact.
He's shot up the list. Probably my favorite player on defense this year.
What about Patrick Queen? I love Patrick Queen
Queen
is an animal on
Yeah,
defense.
he's good.
Really good.
He's helped a lot with the run game.
I couldn't believe honestly that he left the Ravens still.
Yeah, that was a dog move. That was
Yeah.
nasty to go to
Could
the
you-
other
like
side.
imagine him and Roquan Smith both in
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Yeah, it didn't work out. I don't know if they complemented each other. But Patrick Queen, I wasn't like fully on board with him for a little bit, but this year he's played a lot better, become a bigger fan of him.
So you're back in on them. The Steelers are winning the Super Bowl, right?
Not all the way. Like there's a few teams that I don't like our chances against. I don't like our chances against the Bills.
Bills beat the Patriots this week. Huge game.
Yeah, huge comeback, down like 28-3 at one point, I
Yeah.
believe. So that was impressive from them. That's the thing with the Bills. Like if their offense is clicking, you're not stopping them because
No.
they can get points very, very fast. And if the Steelers are playing that team, they're losing to them 10 times out of 10. If they catch them on a bad day, it's a 50-50. Like if Josh Allen's just not having it, if his weapons aren't getting open, James Cook isn't cooking, then I think the Steelers have a decent chance. I don't think it's like a lock, but I do think they have a chance there. Outside of that in the AFC, though, I ain't scared. There's nobody who's worrying me right now. I'm
Not
not
the
worried about the
Broncos?
Broncos. I'm not worried about the Patriots. And
Chargers?
the biggest thing is Chargers are iffy. I still think you can find a way to beat them.
I
But
think
the
you're
Broncos and the Patriots,
the only
the
reason
quarterbacks aren't good.
the Patriots.
Yeah, Drake May
Don't
is
you
not
dare!
it.
Don't you dare talk about
on
Drake
paper,
May that way.
on paper, he's great, sure, but watching the guy,
You know
he's
where
not
else he's
elite.
really good is on the football field.
not
And
elite.
his wife is a baker.
yeah,
I like
that's
that.
great.
I love
It's
that.
fantastic
I love
for
that
them.
She's all over Bakemas. I
Oh.
followed her on Instagram.
Patriots are just the most overrated team right now, and Broncos are pretty close as second most
Yeah,
overrated.
I feel like both, or at least the Broncos, really have not played a ton of great games.
yeah,
like
they're always
where
gritty.
They win close, but really I feel like their schedule has been overall almost easy this year in a way. The Patriots. How about Travion Henderson has better odds to win Rookie of the Year than Emeka Egbuka?
Really?
Yeah,
That's shocking.
at least last time I saw it was 135 for plus 135 for Henderson and
Is
plus
he the
205
favorite?
for Egbuka. I'm not sure, but who else would it be?
Yeah. For the AFC, yeah, I'm not sure.
Who would it be in the NFL?
Well, I think Judkins is better than Henderson this year.
Judkins?
I thought so.
I just don't know if you can give Offensive Rookie of the Year to a guy who's on a 3-win team.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
he can be better, but I don't think I think maybe he's a better player, but like he's not having a better year because their offensive line is. I think it's the worst in the NFL.
Yeah, they've been struggling. What about Tet McMillan? What's his odds?
That's up there, I'm sure.
I mean-
I think that he's got a decent shot.
Travion Henderson didn't do anything the first 13 weeks of the season.
Well, that's why I really hope that he doesn't get it off like a recency bias thing, and like Egbuka like came out of the gates so hot and he's like cooled down, but like his numbers are still great. Like for
Yeah.
a rookie, he's still contributing a lot to that team. It just is like he's not doing what he was the first 5 weeks of the season, but like
Yeah.
that pace was like really is going to be almost impossible to match.
Yeah, for sure. He did fall a bit towards the last few weeks. He
Well,
did
I
have
think
a
he
decent
also had a
week this-
hamstring injury.
That's true. He did miss some time. But like those first 6 weeks of the season, he was kind of unstoppable. And then after that, it was kind of tough for him to get more than 50 yards a game. But Travion Henderson, I'd be interested to look at his game log. But a month ago, he was plus 10,000
Yeah.
to win Rookie of the Year. Today, he's plus 185. Like you said, Egbuka is plus 205. Third, Tet McMillan, plus 250. Then Jackson Dart at
Where's
plus
Judkins?
550. I don't know. This is an article. This isn't actually a sports book, so he wasn't even listed on there.
Good God.
How bad is Genty and Cam Ward though? Not even like in
Genty-
a conversation.
I don't think Genty's bad. I think he has
Harold
some-
Fannin has better odds than Quinshon Judkins. right
That actually doesn't surprise me because Fannin has been awesome.
now. Yeah,
He has been as good as this rookie class has been for the Browns. Now, maybe I shouldn't say the bright spot because Schlesinger's been like,
yeah.
whatever.
One of the
but
best.
he was the first pick in the second round. But to get Harold Fannin in the third round, he's their best receiver. He's their number one receiver this year. He's been spectacular. He's been up in the high numbers for tight ends across the entire league, not just for rookies. He's been awesome, and I'm excited about what the future holds for him in Cleveland because I think that he can be a franchise guy that can really help
Yeah.
turn things around.
Yeah.
Because some of the plays and some of the catches and the run after catch that he has, he doesn't go down easy. He's a good blocker too. Runs good routes and has great hands. I'm excited about 44.
Yeah, he's a true receiver, and the numbers in college, like there was never a doubt in my mind, at least. I know you were high on him coming out too, but
Yeah.
the guy was
run the tapes
producing.
back. I would like Fannin. There we go. I like that.
I was listening to an old episode though. I was trying to find the over and unders because
Yeah.
some of those things weren't adding up. I was like, no way. I said the Giants, like no way. But then I listened to it, and you convinced me a little bit on that one.
I convinced you.
You did.
because I said that. No, you said Russ can beat bad teams.
I did say
So
that, but
you
you were also
convinced
like
me.
the front seven is the best in football.
Yeah, well, on paper they were.
Yeah, and you convinced me. And then my biggest thing though is Neighbors and him going out. In
Yeah,
week
well,
3.
yeah, that is true. That's
Destroyed
probably
it.
what really killed
But I
us.
did say Russ.
Yeah.
Could beat bad teams.
You're hyping up Russ.
Had to. He gave us all he had in the tank for the Steelers last year. That guy though, what does he do after football? Because I don't think
He's gonna want to do something.
He's gonna want to be like an analyst. He's gonna want to be like a pregame guy.
I don't think someone turns him down though.
Yeah, but no one's gonna like him. He's not gonna be. The audiences aren't gonna enjoy him. Jameis Winston.
I
that
think
guy's
he
got
could.
a future. And
I think people. Yeah, Jameis will definitely be in the spotlight for a while.
maybe
after his
40
football
years.
career.
He
Yeah,
might be like the guy.
Jameis. I think people get sick of quickly though.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't doubt that people get sick of
I
him.
think he's gonna be like the Michael Strahan of the next generation.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
think he's gonna do the morning show? Take over for Regis
That's
Philbin?
tough because I don't know if he's like. I don't know.
So do you think he'll actually be a sports personality, or do you think he'll just be a TV person? Because Strahan really is not a sports personality.
But he does the pregame
Does he?
CBS pregame.
The only thing I know, he might.
I don't watch this.
He might, but I know his big thing is just that he's on the morning show, isn't he? Is he still on that?
I think. I have no clue. He did replace though Regis
Regis
at one point.
Big Reg, the man.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Reg.
I don't know if that show's still on TV. I hope it's not.
Probably is.
There's so many bad shows on during the day.
Daytime TV,
how does
baby.
that make money?
I have no old people.
Yeah.
Kids who are sick from school.
Like I was thinking the
stay-at-home
other day,
moms.
I used to.
It really is for old people and stay-at-home moms.
Yeah. I remember like coming home from school back in the day and like Ellen would be on the TV.
Oh yeah.
And I used to find that funny, but now if like I'll see a clip on Twitter every once in a while and be like, how did people enjoy this?
Yeah, Ellen was really for like the lowest IQ you could have. Like no, I liked it too. I was a kid, but I liked it, but I was 8.
I'll tell
I
you.
was like, yeah, Ellen's kind of cool.
I'll tell you what my least favorite show is right now, and I think it's for low IQ folk, and it's Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
And it's because I'm so bad at it. Like I'm like, God, like what type of idiot would play this? And then watch him like I have no clue what's going. Like,
but you'll watch Jeopardy.
Right, I love Jeopardy. Jeopardy is more straightforward. It's like you can like think of things. It's not like what letters fit in this spot.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were like, when you watch Jeopardy alone and you don't get a single answer right, or like when you're watching it alone and you confidently say out loud an
saying
answer,
it out loud,
and you're wrong,
yeah.
and you're just sitting in your own home with that to be like, wow, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I don't really say it out loud when I'm watching because of that. Because if I did say it out loud and I was wrong, I'd probably just want to crawl into a cave.
I'll say it out loud.
I think I set a PR 2 nights ago with 20, and I was feeling myself.
You keep track?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to like work myself up and see like which areas I'm not good in. I'm already like kind of figuring.
Because you want to go on Jeopardy, right?
It'd be awesome in like 40 years to be on Jeopardy.
Do they ever recycle questions? Because like how many years has that show been on the air?
Like they don't recycle. Like if you say recycle questions by like when they answer it by like what is blank, like yeah they do that, but they don't recycle clues.
How? Because how many is on a single board? How many are there?
There's 30 in Jeopardy and then 30 in Double Jeopardy.
Yeah.
And then you get final
so they got
Jeopardy.
60 a show. They've been doing this show for what, like 30, 40
Yeah, probably 30,
years?
40 years. Probably in the 80s.
How have they not? There's no way that they don't recycle questions.
Well, the thing is that the question is the answer.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. They don't recycle. There's no way they don't recycle answers or clues or whatever.
Well, there's different ways to like phrase the clues. I feel like because I've definitely seen it before, like the same answer on different shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean they changed the clue?
Like instead it will be like this person said this in this Shakespeare.
Oh, so like
this
yeah,
person
okay.
said this.
So yeah. There's no way I'm saying there's no way they don't use the same thing. Like
there's just so much trivia.
Like
out
I'm
there.
sure I'm just looking at something. I'm looking at your records right now. Mac Miller. There's a Mac Miller record. I'm sure Mac, like just out of example, who is Mac Miller has probably been an answer once at least, maybe you know, or whatever. Who is so and so has probably been an answer more than once. But you think that they'll say this or whatever this person made the album Swimming, and then in another episode say this person made the album Circles.
Yeah, but I don't think they would do it like that basic. Like
obviously,
it would be like album and then like single or then like some like I don't know. They try to switch it up though.
I just feel like there's no way that they haven't recycled something.
Well,
who's coming up with these questions?
I got a lot of clue writers, I think.
Yeah?
Pretty good. Double Jeopardy is where it gets real tricky, though.
Oh,
because it's so fast and the questions are definitely
where,
harder.
That's where boys become men.
That's for sure. Like yesterday or 2 days ago when I set the record, I had like 14 from regular Jeopardy.
Set the record.
Set the PR.
Yeah.
When I set my PR, I had like 13 or 14 from regular Jeopardy, and then Double Jeopardy, I got like 6 right.
Oh, so that was 20 on I thought you meant you had 20 on one board.
No.
20 out of 30.
No. That would be impressive.
You had 20 on the entire show.
I'd have to sign up for the show now if I had 20 out of 30.
You actually keep score every time?
Yeah, I try
to. How many you get?
I mean, like, my focus is, like, getting the questions right, but I'm also, like, I have, like, my fingers, like, if I get it right, I'll just put a finger up and then, like, not think about it. And then after Jeopardy, I'll, like, write it down. And then...
What about Final Jeopardy? You get that ever?
I've very, very rarely Like maybe once or twice I've gotten that. I've probably hundreds.
How
times
painful
watching.
is it when a question comes up and you know the answer and no one on the show does? Because I've had that happen to me before.
Why is that painful though? That makes me feel good.
It does make me feel good, but I'm like, come on, someone like, well, especially when it's a sports question. It's got a bunch of nerds up there, and you're like, come on, you have to know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
like
Blake Bortles.
I'm good at like the pop culture stuff, like sports or like music, but when it comes to like British history or like Shakespeare or the Bible, like I have no clue.
You ever watch the Jeopardy pop culture show?
Yeah,
they have that.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
I think I've seen some clips from that, and I think I'd be pretty good on that.
Yeah, that one kind of annoys me though.
Why?
There's
Because
so much...
of Colin Jost?
Yeah, well, that's part of it because he's trying to like be way too funny.
Yeah,
it's like a joke doesn't be made after every question.
I think that's the point. I don't understand why they shouldn't have switched up the format. Why is it 3-person teams? Why didn't they just do a normal?
I don't like
person?
the team aspect.
Yeah,
either.
why did they do
I forgot
that?
about that. I haven't watched in a long time, but it was good.
I used to get TikTok clips of it. I haven't seen it in a while. I don't did that shit. That show might have got canned.
I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do like a university, like colleges. They'd get kids from colleges, and so the questions would be easier for that. So I used to watch that.
What about Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? You remember that show?
I remember it, but I never watched it.
Oh, I was all
like,
over that
It was just
show.
like similar, like trivia stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the symbol for this element?
But it was
basically?
supposed to be like questions they ask first, second, third, fourth, fifth graders.
Yeah.
And
you were lights out.
Oh yeah, I was all over it.
Couldn't
No,
miss.
but sometimes it was like, there's no way. My mom was a grade school teacher, and she was like, "That's not. We've never taught that."
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like
the only
way
thing
above.
they teach you in those grade schools is to listen to WSR
On
radio.
that show, I feel like they also had a bunch of like they just get the dumbest people ever.
They might have.
So be like, oh my
I wouldn't
god, he's
doubt
not smarter than fifth grade. It's like, yeah, you just picked some bozo.
No one on this show, though. No
Like Wheel of
one's
Fortune.
listening to WSR radio if they're a bozo. Stick around through our last break to hear our last segment.
What's the difference between the shirt you're currently wearing and the one that I am? Well, both do their job of concealing us from the outside world and social boundaries. But one little black swoosh makes yours cost nearly double. That red rectangle may not change how warm you are, but it certainly changes the price tag. The truth is, nobody cares about the details. Get to the point with GenericClothes.com. Have a laugh at the big brand clothing company's expense with shirts that simply say sports team, political statement, music band, and more. A shirt for any occasion and the perfect gift. GenericClothes.com.
Welcome back to Behind Enemy Lines right here on WSRR Radio, brought to you by Synergy Music Studio. Based out of Chicago, Synergy Music Studio offers a diverse array of musical services specifically crafted to meet their clients' needs, from recording to mixing and production. Discover how we can bring your vision to life at synergymusicstudio.com. Dom, last weekend I went to the gym in the morning. I want you to analyze this situation and tell me if I'm a total asshole. I think I might be, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it. I went to the gym I forget if it was Sunday or Saturday morning, but
That's important.
because I went both days, and I was hungover both days. But anyway, I was there on a weekend morning, and I'm hungover, and the gym I go to is a climbing gym. The weights section isn't very like vast. There's a couple of racks. There's like dumbbells going up to 100, whatever, one set of each, and then there's like one pulling machine that has two sides.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I was using, and again, there's like me and like two other people up there. I was using one side, and I was like, I'm doing a superset, so where like I do one thing on the pulley machine, then one thing somewhere else, then go back. I go back and forth for 3 sets, you know?
Yeah.
The guy was standing there. This guy's standing there. First off, he comes over and he's like, he had come up. I was kind of like halfway through my workout, about to be finished up, honestly. And he comes up and starts working out. He's doing curls next to me at one point, and he's counting out loud to himself. 7, 3 more, 8. He said 3 more to himself. I was like, all right, buddy,
He's
take
hard
it
out.
easy, relax. So I'm using one of the pulley things, and then I go and do something else. And then I turn around and it hadn't even been that long. Because sometimes someone takes my thing and like, I was like, I was lollygagging. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
He took my, like what I was using.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, oh, what the hell?
Hell no.
And again, he's like counting and heavy breaths. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy's doing
As
the
loud
most.
as possible.
And like, again, like I'm just trying to get my workout in, get a good sweat in while I'm like, again, it's pretty hungover.
Yeah.
So I crop dusted him.
Oh,
Does that make me a bad guy?
No, I don't think so.
I was like, whatever. I got one in the chamber and I'm letting it out and I'm just going to walk away.
I don't think it's bad, like, either way.
Is that terrible gym etiquette of me? Like,
No, I don't think so. 'Cause,
I feel like
it's either you're doing it to somebody who deserves it,
like,
or,
is that ever acceptable to crop dust someone?
I mean, sometimes you don't have a choice. That's the thing.
Yeah, but like to purposefully do it. Because like I could have held on.
Maybe. I mean, it's not the best thing to do, but I don't hate it at all.
I feel like if I haven't told anyone that story except for you and our loyal listeners.
Everyone.
Like, I feel like
Internet.
if I told someone that story, they'd be like, "Oh, you're a jerk for that." Like that's the lowest. Like almost as if that's the lowest thing you can do.
Yeah. Well, it depends on who you tell, though. You
Yeah.
gotta tell the right people, like our audience.
Yeah, and I'm sure there
They
are
get
some
it.
people out there, but like something about me, I was like, "Is that the lowest thing I can do to someone? Is to crop dust them in the gym?"
Yeah, I can't think of anything worse.
Could have punched his kid.
Well, I mean, as far as like not being illegal, that's
Really?
assault.
Wow. So I'm not. So it's not okay that I did that.
No, I'm saying what you didn't do is assault, but anything further
Oh,
would have been
I thought you were
assault.
saying my crop dust was assault.
No, that's fair game.
Okay.
What are you gonna do about that? Are you gonna prove that in a court of law?
That is true. But
You
no,
gonna
that's
bottle
not,
it up?
I'm
You
not
gonna bottle
worried-
it up
I'm
and,
not.
and bring it to the judge?
I'm not worried about the legality of it. I'm worried about the morals of it because I feel like
Exhibit A
in a group of he popped that thing
for
open.
the jury.
Judge starts crying.
Everyone,
Tears are coming
everyone
from his
wave it
eyes.
in.
They're wafting. I feel like if you tell that story to most people, they would act like that is the lowest thing you can do.
I mean, if someone did it to me, I'd be absolutely
Irate.
disgusted. Yes, exactly.
You wouldn't let that happen.
No, I mean I would, because what are you gonna do? Because how do you know? Like it could just smell. And let's be like, I didn't fart. You
So
smell
yeah,
that
I've been
stink?
kind of morally conflicted about that the last few days.
Well, you might go to hell for that, but
Yeah?
it was worth it.
Yeah, to
That's
send a
what I think.
message.
I think so.
Send a message. Today I had an interesting gym going experience as well. I've been seeing these TikToks of people take like tinned fish. You know I'm on my tinned fish wave.
Mm-hmm.
You take like a tin of sardines and you put a paper towel over it and you let it kind of soak the oils in,
Mm-hmm.
and then you light the towel on fire, the paper towel, and it's supposed to like heat and smoke the fish, and like it kind of cooks them a little bit and like smokes it.
Yeah.
And then they like put it on like a piece of sourdough toast, and they put Dijon mustard on it and chives and some of that flaky salt over the top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds pretty good.
sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I tried to do that. I didn't have sourdough, so I used ciabatta bread. Pretty good. I don't have Dijon mustard, so I put yellow mustard and mixed it with vinegar and a little bit of mayo. Tried to like cream it up a little bit. And,
Did that work?
Make it. It was all right.
Yeah.
I don't think I let the fish burn for long enough. I was getting a little. I didn't know how long to do
A
it
little
for,
too fishy.
and I didn't let it. It wasn't smoky enough, even though I kind of lifted the towel up at one point with like a fork, and it looked like a hot box in there. Like it was.
Oh yeah.
It was smoky for sure. There was smoke rolling out of there. So I was like, all right. But then everyone on TikTok was like, oh, the tin is hot. My tin wasn't very hot. But anyways, I threw them on there. I threw some salt on, put some rosemary on because I didn't have chives.
Made your own thing.
I kind of did make my own thing. And it was all right. It was. I do think that the fish was underdone.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with just the sardines out of the tin without doing anything to them. Then I went to the gym and I shouldn't have eaten that before the gym.
Yeah, that is a bad idea.
Every burp I had,
God.
I had a good amount of them. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that's awful.
And it was. I brushed my teeth. I had gum in. I had to wash my hands because they smelled like fish.
Yeah.
It was. I did not set myself up for success today.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. That sounds like that would make me nauseous.
I was hitting the bench press and I was. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't eat fish before the gym.
Yeah.
That's a post gym. Or you got to eat like a fish that's not too fishy.
One time I ate day-old salmon
Ugh,
right before I played basketball, and I almost threw up.
I bet.
Yeah, this was like last year.
Yeah, there's some things that are just not good as a leftover.
Yeah,
Salmon,
shouldn't have saved
not
it.
the best. Salmon's not something like you should meal prep, I feel like.
Probably not.
I feel like you could make it the night before and have it, salad the next day. Or just whatever.
I'm
Doesn't have to be
finding that I
salad.
just can't eat before I do something athletic now. I don't know if that's something with age, because when I was in high school, we used to eat a full bowl of Chipotle before basketball games.
Really?
Like for an entire year we did. One time we went to Cece's, the pizza buffet, and I ate. I think I was trying to set a record. I think I got into the 20s in cinnamon rolls from Cece's before a high school
That has to be
basketball
record.
game. And then I remember we were at the game, and I went to do like a sidelines out of bounds, like where I'm inbounding it to someone.
Yeah.
And this guy's sitting in the front row, and like I was just walking over like at him because that's why I didn't inbound the ball, and he looks
Yeah.
at me and he goes, "CC's really, man, come on." He must have seen me.
No way.
He must have seen us there, and I
That's
was like,
crazy.
"Hey, man, like whatever." Or I was like, I think I was like, "It's not sitting right with me" or something. He was like, "You're good, just keep it up." And then I threw up at halftime. That was the one time
That helped.
where it helped. I don't throw up very much.
Yeah.
Like I think we talked about that a couple weeks ago. But I
Uh-huh.
threw up, and I come out at halftime, and I was inbounding it right in front of him again, and I patted my stomach, and I go, CC's came up, and he goes, "It's all right, you're battling out there, keep it up." And I was like, "Thank you, I
This guy
appreciate
sounds like
it."
a legend.
He was good. I liked him.
He's a
I'd never
good
seen him
fan.
again in my life.
He
Could have
was
been
like
an
your-
angel.
Yeah, guardian angel. That's what I think. Ghost of Christmas Past, maybe.
It was in the December season. Maybe that was my angel Gabriel, or whatever what's the angel's name in Clarence in It's a
Yeah.
Wonderful Life,
Oh, yeah.
something like that.
Gabriel. I don't know about that one, though.
That's like that's the big head honcho angel. That's the
Is
the
it?
guardian
That's
angel.
what I thought.
Yeah,
But then you said Clarence. I was like, that sounds more familiar.
yeah.
But that's because I
That's
gotta
from
watch
It's a
that one
Wonderful
soon.
Life. You got anything for our listeners here in the last couple seconds?
Merry Christmas. I guess we'll see you next week before Christmas, right?
Is it? I don't even know.
I honestly
It'll
don't,
be-
I don't flipping know.
I think what does our episode come out on the 26th next week?
Oh,
So we'll be
so
right
yeah,
after
Merry
Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy Festivus. Wish me luck on this Bobcom I'm about to make.
Yeah, good luck.
And
Are you making it by the book, or are you gonna do?
I'm making it by my Seinfeld cookbook.
Okay,
that
there
I
you go.
have.
You're not gonna do any like substitutions like with your fish
No,
spread.
no, I go by the book. For baking, you got to stick to the recipe.
But for tin
Have to.
fish, you gotta get crazy with
Yeah,
it.
then there's a little bit of ad lib. It's like a jazz song. You can go here and there and
Like this
bop
program?
around a little bit, just like this program. That's right. Thank you guys for listening to this program. This has been Behind Enemy Lines right here on WSRR Radio. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
The preceding program was a sponsored production. The views, claims, and ideas expressed may not represent those of WSRR Radio.